Hello, everyone, and welcome to metroTV. I'm your host, Andy Hoig, publisher and CEO of Metro Magazine. What a great show again today. I'll be talking to folks from Heat the Streets, Walk in Warmth. It's a 5K event coming up first weekend in March, and also talking to Lutheran Family Services about their rally for kids. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, welcome everyone. I am here. We're here to talk about Heat the Streets, Run and Walk for Warmth. And I've got Janece Mollhoff, OPPD board member and Heat the Streets co-chair, and also Megan Murray, M.U.D customer experience manager, joining me today. Ladies, thank you so much.
Good to be here.
Thank you for having us, Sandy.
Well, you know, as we were talking before we started recording, I mean, this has been an unusually cold year, just in general for the community and in the Midwest. I mean, honestly, all around the United States. But let's just first, I want to talk about the event, and then we're going to talk about COVID and how that's impacted the event. But why do you hold this event, and how many years has it been? Because I participated many years, but what is this year?
I'll go ahead and I'll go. So this is the 14th year for the Heat the Streets Run and Walk for Warmth. And it is held to raise money for those who are struggling to afford their utility bills. We do hold it in March to bring awareness to the need for heat in the winter, but the need for assistance is a year-round process. Yeah. So this is our one major fundraiser to kind of really bring to light all the issues out there.
Yeah, and I know, just maybe looking at the need over the years, has it increased? Has it decreased? I mean, what are you seeing out there in the community, regardless of what, like you said, what the temperatures are, because it's a year-round program where people need help.
The need it's been steady over the years, but over the last year with COVID, we've seen a 38% increase in people applying for these funds. So this is a time where it's really needed, and the need is much greater this year than ever before.
Yeah, and like you said, with COVID-19, because I mean last year, this was kind of almost like a week or two pre-COVID, wasn't it? Before things really got crazy. So let's talk about, so with COVID-19, this is now a virtual event. So how can people, so let's talk about the virtual event and sign up.
So the people can sign up by going online. And so the price is $35 for the run and $25 for the walk. But the customers, you can just donate. You don't have to actually take part if you don't want to, but just going online and signing up virtually. And then the great part about it is that you can go into your neighborhood and do the walk there. You can go to your favorite trail, grab your family, and just kind of get out there and definitely think about, the why and why you're out there doing it.
And let's talk about like the time frame. So typically it's on a day, like on one specific day, but are you asking people, like, is it the weekend that they can do this, or is it a week?
So yes, we are asking for the customers to do it on March 6th.
Okay.
So yes. And then there are prizes that are awarded for the different, for the 5K runners and the different age groups. So they can submit their times. And so there's going to be social media pushes where customers can do hashtag Heat the Streets. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot of fun things that day.
And okay, so if you're doing fun things that day, can people like take pictures? Can they post their pictures someplace so we can like kind of see what, all the people participating?
There's a Facebook page, and you can put your pictures and your hashtags on there on Facebook page, and just have fun.
And then if people, if we don't want to do the 5K, which I'm going to be doing the 5K, I'm going to register for the 5K. But if they don't want to do the 5K or the 1 mile walk, can they just donate in general?
Yes, the website has a button. You can just donate if you don't want to participate. But participants, if you feel like walking or running, the participants get a gator, which will be nice in this cold weather, and it'll be a fun event, and there'll be prizes for age groups as well. So for those people who just have to be competitive about their running, this is a fun event for them as well. So
yeah, we have a competitive running community, or running or walking or whatever you want to call it, in the Omaha metro area. And because I go to enough 5Ks where I see a lot of the same people out there. But the thing I love about this event as well is it just invites so many new people into it. Mm-hmm. And again, it is family friendly. I mean, you can just get out there, bundle up. Who knows what the temperature is going to be like on the 6th of March. I'm pretty sure it's going to be not minus 27, but
hopefully.
But who knows? But it's just a great way to get out there, and just as a community. And like you said, this being a virtual event this year, and we're not like at a specific location, you can do it anywhere. And the funds for this event, I mean, what's the outline? Is it the Omaha area? What's the area for raising money for those in need?
For OPPD, the energy assistance goes to all 13 counties that we serve.
Okay.
So everything from Burton, Washington up there in the north down to Richardson in the south, and the entire OPPD service area. So it covers. For OPPD, it would cover bills in that entire service area.
And for M.U.D, we actually are in 4 different counties. And so it reaches to all 4 of our counties. Any of our customers that are struggling and in need of assistance, that's what this utility assistance program is for.
And like you guys say, I mean, this is a joint effort, OPPD, M.U.D. I mean, the electric, the water, the gas, that we all rely on and have to have in order to, be in a home here.
So,
right.
We partnered with Dollar Energy Fund, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, to administer the funds. So we raise the funds, they screen the applicants and decide who's eligible, and then let us know where to apply the funds to whose ever bill is eligible. So the Dollar Energy Fund helps us administer the money to get it where it needs to be the most.
Yeah. And for those needing assistance, where can they go to? I assume there's like an application process, like you said, or you apply for assistance.
Yeah, Dollar Energy Fund has 41 locations now. Where customers they partner with local community-based organizations, local agencies. So there are 41 of them that have signed up through Dollar Energy Fund, where our customers can go to apply for assistance.
Okay. All right. And like the website for that is?
So both of us have our own websites, M.U.D and OPPD, separately. But ours is on mudomaha.com/home fund. And that is where you will find the link to the partnering agencies.
Yeah. And I know heatthestreetsomaha.com. I mean, that's where you go to register for the event. And I know that website has just a wealth of information about the event and the partners and the sponsors and all that good stuff. So are you ladies, are you going to be doing a 5K or a 1 mile?
I'm doing the 1 mile because I don't run.
And I've been running the 5K for the last several years, so I'll be running the 5K again. And even though I haven't been doing much running in the cold weather, I'll be doing the running. I'll be running 5K this year as well.
Well, I'll be walking the 5K. So just to take the pressure off of you, Megan, if you decide to do the 5K, which is 3.1 miles,
Right.
I'll be walking it, probably not running it. So
that sounds great. That I can do.
Yeah, for sure. So anything else you ladies want to add? I mean, again, this is just such a great event, and I think the importance of the monies raised, people just don't know that, or a lot of people don't know that, and it's just it just goes to help our families and friends in the community.
Yeah, I think that that's the main point that I would get across is that more people are struggling, especially this year, than we've ever seen. We've got people, first time people that are asking for assistance that we've never seen in the past. And there's obviously nothing wrong with that. That's why we have amazing fundraisers like this, that those that have the ability to help can do it. So we really want to thank all of our supporters of this. Because it's always been a fun thing to do every single year, but now, and especially with how cold it's been and how those bills are going to come due in the next month, in the next 2 months, the need is going to even be bigger than we have seen in the past. So we really want to get out there that thank you to everyone that supports us and comes to the event and donates to the event, but also for anyone that needs assistance, help is out there, and we're here to help you.
Yeah, and we're still in the midst of COVID-19. I mean, we're dealing with this right now. So that just kind of like adds to the need. So Janece, I want to give you a chance to say some final words too.
Yeah, and so I think having it virtual this year will make it fun for families to just be in their own neighborhoods and do this maybe as a neighborhood, do it with a work group, do it in small groups all across the service area, and just get your friends and neighbors to walk with you. I think that's important. If you've done it before by yourself and nobody wanted to get up at early in the morning on a Saturday, you can do it in your neighborhood in the afternoon, and it'll just be a really fun event. And I think we can have these little mini events all across the district, and it'll be great to see people and to see your pictures posted on the Facebook page with your friends and neighbors, heating the streets for raising money for this great cause. So thank you.
Thank you both. So Saturday, March 6th, you can do the 5K, you can walk the mile at any time during the day, and then post your pics. And again, such a great cause and helping those in need, which I think a lot of us, when we have been confined to our homes, or we're not out doing what we typically do, really looking for ways to contribute back to the community, and this is a great way. So Megan and Janece, I just thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, Andy.
And I'll be posting my pictures on the Facebook page, so look for that. All right, ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, you're welcome, and folks, we'll be right back. Well, welcome everyone. I'm here with Joel Stoltenow, Senior Director of Development for Lutheran Family Services of Nebraska, Inc. Joel, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andy, for having me. It's an honor to be here. Obviously, we'll talk about the good work of LFS and the exciting events we have, but just a quick word of thanks to all you do to promote philanthropy in the greater community and all the good that comes from that. So totally honored. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so let's start off. Let's just first talk about Lutheran Family Services and what do you do? I mean, this organization does so much for so many, but let's give us the 1 minute overview.
Well, I can agree with you. This is now my 4th year here. I think it took me about a year to understand exactly what we do statewide for all the populations that we serve. So we certainly can't do it justice in a minute, but in general, Lutheran Family Services is a statewide human care agency that has as its mission to provide safety, hope, and well-being for all people. That's what it comes down to. We understand that some populations are more vulnerable than others. We understand that people have troubles accessing care, accessing things that help make a life whole and fulfilled. And so we are there for people, in so many different ways, whether that's helping veterans as they return home, and not only the veteran, but their family adjust to civilian life. We're there for refugees who are escaping trauma in their countries and helping them start anew here. We're there for people who are struggling to make it day by day, whether that's because of income or because of maybe a behavioral health issue. In fact, this year, part of our effort to serve involved giving direct assistance through the CARES Act to families that were struggling with the effects of COVID, upwards of $2 million. So we kind of pivoted into that, Andy. We didn't know we were in that business, but we really love the fact that for 128 years, we've been here serving in the communities we're called to serve in the ways that they need us. So it's really exciting. And like I said, 4th year in, I'm still learning things we do. That's a quick overview.
Yep, you do, again, you do so much. And I mean, I've been somewhat involved with Lutheran Family Services. I mean, I've been doing this for 30 years and, knowing just everything that the events that you have and the people you serve, it's just amazing. So, but let's talk about what we got coming up is Rally for Kids. And let's talk about last year's Rally for Kids first.
Yes, it would have taken place a week before the pandemic basically shut down all in-person meetings. So we feel like we kind of snuck in at the end. And, I didn't even talk about children's services. That's how we started as an orphanage so many years ago. But a big service line that we have is providing care for people going through adoption or foster care, helping with children's mental health, of which we saw a big uptick, Andy, this last year when we think about kids adjusting from in-person school to at-home school. Mm-hmm. We were there for the children. We were there for the parents who were trying to juggle work and life and be stay-at-home teachers. And then reintroducing, school again this past fall, we saw some upticks there. But Rally for Kids has traditionally been a way for those who want to partner with us to make big impacts in families' lives, starting with the children, and doing that not only in Nebraska across the state, but also in Western Iowa. We have a Council Bluffs Center for healthy families. We have one in North Omaha, and we have others across the state. But that's really the history of the event. And it was an in-person event, as I mentioned, and it was basically focused on those who wanted to partner to help our children's services, which was a great cause. This year's a little different. We've understood that virtual events are different, right? You've probably been exposed to a few of them. What's one thing you have to do in the virtual world to make an event successful? What would you say?
Well, thank you for asking me that question.
I'll interview you.
You have to engage people, and you have to bring them in, you have to give them a reason for tuning in.
And so as we thought about that, that's a great answer. In fact, Jessica and Lisa and those on our team that kind of helped us come up with this idea of making it a statewide week-long event. I think we did so wisely to engage more people. So that's what I want to talk about, what we're doing and how people can engage. It is March 7th through the 11th, and it is, of course, going to be virtual, but with the ability to showcase what we do statewide, we hope that it is more of a statewide event. In fairness, I don't know why someone in North Platte would be real interested in driving to Omaha for this event. You know, it would be a pretty long commute there and back. But now, because it's virtual, we can have all sorts of ways of engaging people. That's going to be Facebook Live look-ins all week. I mentioned it starts March the 7th. I and others will be out in the state, and we're going to stop in and visit with the people who support us all across the state, not just the Omaha and Council Bluff areas. And they get to kind of be part of the fun and, you know, and draw people together. And then ultimately, we believe that that'll help us reunite on Thursday when we have kind of a culminating event. That event will include some videos from the week, but all along the week, we're going to have ways for people to engage. Like I said, it could be a drive to provide some basic needs for people. Of course, it could be a financial donation, as we would like to make this week a week where people rally for LFS. All right.
Yeah.
And speaking of the financial piece, we have all sorts of awesome items. I don't know if they're being displayed somewhere, but our raffle items are top notch. I know for a fact because I got one of them secured. It's a duck hunting trip in the Panhandle out by City, Nebraska, with some former experts of Cabela's, and we're really pumped about that. But there's several more that I could talk about. What were we gonna say?
Okay, so I'm going to let you talk about them, but let me ask you this: so people, can they like register? Can they go to your website like right now when they're watching this?
Absolutely.
Sign up so then they can start looking at auction items and all that good stuff.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And it's www.lfsneb.org. And if you just follow through the links, it'll be up there, and make sure you look for Rally for Kids, or go to the calendar for March 7th. But yeah, the action can start right now. We have these auction items up for grab. We have $1,500 to the Gretna outlets for a shopping spree. We have an experience. Right? My wife put in for that one. I put in for the duck hunting. So we'll see.
I'm going to go do the outlet. I'm going to go put in for that as soon as we get
Thank you, Andy. I got you on record. Lisa, we got another raffle ticket sold. So there's those two. We got a Top Golf experience in Omaha. And we also have a green egg for those people who are getting into the smoking meats, ceramic smoker grills. So some neat prizes there. Numbers are limited. We're going to sell only 100 tickets. So that's going to be a big way that people can get behind us. And again, as we mentioned, you could live in McCook, you could live in Norfolk, you could live in Holdridge, Falls City, you know, virtually anywhere. And you know what we do. You look for a way to support us in the past. Now that we're taking this statewide, we're pretty excited about it. But we really want to encourage people to get in on the fun here.
Yeah. How much are the tickets?
The raffle tickets are $100 a piece. Okay. All right, we're going to limit them to 100. And so right there, we're looking at upwards of $40,000 right there. Yeah. And in the virtual world, we think that's a neat way to engage with us. We're not going to have that chicken dinner. Sorry, we can't get together just yet. Hopefully that'll change sometime. But we are going to bring people together. And those stories, Andy, that's what I want to talk about a little bit here too. The stories of the people that we're getting these little interviews for, myself included, as I'll be out west. We're going to put all this together in a video, and we're going to hear from not only the clients that we serve, but also the people who support us. And so it'll be that kind of rally time. Some of those people are donors, could own a ranch out in the Panhandle. Some of them actually are people who are helping us set up telehealth locations across the state. That could be a community action down in Fairbury. That could be a United Way up in Columbus. That could be a church out in Sydney. So we're also going to use this to showcase the wide variety of ways that we're being innovative this year to reach more and more people.
Yeah. Well, Joel, we are almost out of time here, but
I had so much fun. I wish we could do this longer.
I know, but we will do this again for sure. But yeah, thank you for the interview. Again, I'm going to be, as soon as I hop off the call, I'm going to be registering. I'm going to go get one of those raffle tickets.
And Andy, we do have corporate sponsorships available, like your traditional events. So please check out that website. Yeah. Corporate sponsorships available. We want to partner with you, not only during this event, but throughout the year. You know, we're all making some new rules up as we go, and we found some innovative ways to love on our corporate partners who do so much to help us achieve our mission. So Thank you so much for your time. Rally for Kids 2021. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for a chance to talk about it today.
Well, and thank you, Joel. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Well, thank you everybody for joining me today. Be sure to check out our website, spiritofomaha.com. You'll find upcoming charity events, whether they're virtual or live. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, Metro Magazine, all one word. And I will see you back here next week.